The cobblestones of Oakhaven didn't click under his boots, they purred. He was known only as the Silent Merchant, a man draped in silks the color of a dying sunset, trailing the scent of sandalwood and ancient dust. He never bargained, he never spoke. He simply pointed with a gloved finger, and when the price was met, he produced a heavy, octagonal coin of pure, soft gold. At his throat sat the voice box, a delicate lattice of silver and amber that hummed with a low, melodic vibration. It was said that within that box lived the echoes of 1,000 songs, the only currency he truly valued. One rain-slicked evening at the Gilded Tankard, the merchant's luck soured. A desperate cutpurse named Kale, blinded by the glint of the silver lattice, lunged from the shadows. With a jagged snap, the voice box was ripped from the merchant's throat. The silence that followed wasn't just quiet, it was heavy. It felt like the air had been sucked out of the room. The merchant didn't scream. He didn't even give chase. He simply went pale, his eyes turning the color of ash as he collapsed into the mud. Wait! Before we find out what was actually inside that box, if you're loving this tale of mystery, make sure to watch until the very end for the final twist. And if you want more breathtaking stories like this every week, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a legend. Kale retreated to a hollowed-out oak in the forest, his hands shaking as he fumbled with the amber seal. "It's just gold," he hissed to himself. "The silver alone is worth a manor." He forced the casing open. There was no gold. There were no jewels. Instead, a shimmering, translucent vapor spilled out, a whirlwind of sound that tore through the trees. It wasn't music, it was the merchant's life. Every word he had ever spoken, every "I love you" to a lost wife, every prayer whispered in a burning city had been bottled up to keep him alive. Without them, he was a hollow shell. With them out in the open, they were a storm. The sounds grew deafening. The forest screamed with the merchant's memories. Kale, terrified, tried to catch the vapor, but it slipped through his fingers like water. Back in the village, the merchant felt the first breath of his own soul returning. He stood up, his gaze fixing on the distant woods. He began to walk, not with the grace of a rich traveler, but with the weight of a man reclaimed. He found Kale huddled on the forest floor, weeping. The voice box lay shattered, but the air was still thick with the merchant's essence. The traveler knelt, opened his mouth, and for the first time in 50 years, he spoke. "Keep the silver," he whispered, his voice like grinding tectonic plates. "But thank you for letting me breathe." He reached into his pouch, tossed a final gold coin into the dirt at the thief's feet, and walked into the dawn, finally able to tell his own story.